It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspectives of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is being brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association and can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on local radio WMOA AM 1490 and ESPN radio WJAW FM 100.9 and AM 630. It's now time for the show. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Another Energy Insights program, and we're pleased again to be joined by Gene Huck. He's with Artex Oil Company, and I want to talk a little bit about, I have some of these driving down the road questions for you that I think that people that are driving down the road right now might be interested in. I've got a friend who can say, who will call me from Cambridge and say, wait a minute, why are we paying X for gas when I can get it here for this? And it's funny, it happens so often. Or you could be in, why are gas prices in North Carolina this, yet back in Marietta we're paying this? I know that's a broad thought, but can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, ideally, gasoline prices, you would take, there's 42 gallons in a barrel of oil, and you divide the oil price by 42 gallons, or by 42, and that would give you a per gallon price of gasoline. But there's refining involved, there's the trucking to and from the refinery, and then just your regional position relative to those distribution points helps determine your gasoline prices. But then again, it is supply and demand. It's what the market will stand. It's the true definition of capitalism. All
right, so if I have a better location that where there's more traffic, then I can make my price anything I want to? To a point?
I suppose, but really, I think in today's world, especially with information so available, you alluded to the fact that you get a call from your buddy saying, 40 miles from here, it's this price. And I'm sure there's ways to get on your phone and find out what prices are down the road. I think that alone would mitigate that ability to set your price and just try to gouge.
Yeah, that's a good point, I guess. Now with the technology and all the information that we have, that would be kind of hard to do. Speaking to that, let's talk about the business. And in my business, I sell radio commercials. Over the years, I don't know that my rate has gone up enough. I'm going to kind of put this, that my rate has gone up enough as much as like wages and employees and insurance and all these things that as business owners we have to deal with. And I'm wondering how that plays into the price in oil and gas in the business you're in.
It's interesting. The oil price has gone up from the time that I've entered the business, but I've been in the business nearly 40 years now, and the natural gas prices are equivalent to what they were when I came into the business 40 years ago. And with increased G&A costs and wages and insurance and all those things, the margins are very slim on natural gas. Oil, on the other hand, is priced a little more because there's less of it. It's harder to find, and the oil that we are finding isn't of a grade that creates the products that it used to, in that it's thinner, it doesn't have the lubrication ability and things like that. So, oil prices are pretty fair right now relative to our costs, but we are getting killed on natural gas.
All right, so pretty fair compared to, again, I come back to the cost of living a little bit. When we think about the cost of compliance, let's just put it that way, it has only gotten, and I don't expect it will turn back the other way.
No, and it's unfortunate. Anytime you get a rash of regulations, there's usually some cause for that, but they usually go overreaching. Our cost of regulation right now is 15% probably of our budget is just complying with reporting and a lot of redundant regulations or oversight on what we're doing in the field.
Gene, I want to thank you for taking time with us here on this program. I'd love to sit down and have a cup of coffee with you every Saturday morning and learn about this, and it gives us an opportunity right here, right now, to do it with a lot of people, so we thank you for your time.
No problem.
All right. He's with Artex Oil Company. His name is Gene Huck, and we thank you for tuning in. And you can tune in each Saturday morning here for Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA and ESPN Radio WJAW as Johnny Wolf brings you your local and inside perspectives of the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley.